Good morning, guys. I'm heading to my first delivery now. It's 3:40 in the morning. It's a Walmart Supercenter. They don't open the door until 4, but they're probably getting like 7 pallets. I'll look at the sheet once I get backed into the dock. But anyways, I got 5 deliveries today, and 5 deliveries. 4 of those deliveries are all Walmart. So my first 4 deliveries are Walmarts today. And then my last delivery is a Foodland about 25 minutes out of town in like a little country area. So yeah, not too bad today. Today is Wednesday. And like I said earlier this week, this is my weekend. So I only work Monday through Friday this week. But you'll get plenty of backing content in this video. Hopefully there's nobody backed on the dock. That way I can go ahead and get on the dock and go ahead and get everything offloaded and head on to my next Walmart, which is right up the street. That one's gonna be a neighborhood Walmart. But anyways, guys, I weigh 44,000 pounds this morning. That'll change obviously as I offload these pallets throughout the day. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the videos and all the love and the comments and everything like that. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, join the family, because that's what we are. We're a family. And later today, I might add in a little post-trip, pre-trip video once there's going to be sun out. That way, you can kind of see what that looks like. If anyone's interested in getting their CDL and you have questions, obviously let me know. I say go for it. It's a great career path. You'll always have a job, and I love it. I absolutely love working for Pepsi. And yeah, so it's always kind of tight getting out of here. But yeah, but the back here is really just a straight back. You kind of pull to the right and then pull straight up. You got plenty of room here, so the backing is super easy. Now the next Walmart I go to is a blindside back. That one can be a little tricky, but like I said, that's one pro to being a local delivery driver. You come to the same places like every week. But you see all this stuff they got on the sides and a trailer right here. They always make it real tight, man. You have to take your time and be real careful. When I tell you they got way too much stuff, they had to move a some sort of big tractor. No, it was a lift gate, a Sunbelt lift gate, and they got pallets all in the way. I know they're working this morning, so you can't be mad at them. They got a job to do too, but they had to move that just so I can get through here. But Wednesdays, there's usually not a whole lot of delivery trucks other than me and Coke. But yeah, we got the dock open. So basically, we'll just pull to the right a little bit and then pull straight up and set ourselves up for pretty much a straight back. Whatever way my trailer seems to be swinging, see it swinging to the right now, I'll turn my wheel to the right. And a lot of people go off the lines. I go off the bumper plates on the dock, because the lines are most of the time never lined up right anyway. I thought that was funny. It's like, my trainers are amazing, man. Not only that, my dad's a truck driver. He's been driving for 30 years, so I pretty much learned from the best. And at my CDL school, I learned from the best, really. There we go. We're on. Now we'll print out, actually we don't have to print out a pick list here. They scanned the ANS sheet that's on the front of the pallet. It's 3:56, so we'll go ahead and walk up there. Perfect timing. So I checked my sheet, and Walmart's only getting 4 pallets, so. This one, 1, 2, 3, and then that one's coming off here. That's our next stop right there. Not too bad. So this barcode right here, this is called the ANS sheet. There's the address where my hand is, but they can just scan that barcode and you'll be fine. Now, if it audits the barcode, then they have to manually scan all the barcodes on that pallet and check to make sure all the product is there. So a couple pallets probably get audited. So all the product is gonna go right here. I'm gonna make sure I leave them enough room so they can get on that back wall. I'm gonna take these with me to the front to make extra room, but we should have plenty of room to put four pallets here. So we'll wait for him to get done checking in the chip guy, and we'll be good. All right, guys. So I'm getting to my second delivery now. It's a neighborhood Walmart. They're getting 6 pallets here, and this is the one you gotta go obviously to the back, and it's a blind side. You gotta watch out for that building, and just take your time. Anytime you have to do a blind side, take your time, check your mirrors. If you have to, do your get out and looks. Don't be too prideful, you know. But yeah, after we knock these out, we'll go to the opposite end of town and do the other 2 Walmarts. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys this back here. I don't think we have anyone on the dock, but what you're gonna wanna do is pull to the right and then kind of go to the left as close as you can to that curb. That way your trailer is angled towards the lines, and kind of work it in without hitting the building right here. And then bring it back to the right. Now on this one, I will have to do a pull up just because I want to get my trailer angled better. It's so tight, you can't really do the perfect setup, honestly. Actually, I may not have to do a pull up. My wheel's all the way to the right. Cutting it back to the left. Go ahead and pull up. And I'm gonna angle it more towards that wall now. That way I can get it nice and lined up. There we go. Just waiting for her to check it in, then I'll head to my 3rd delivery after this. All right, guys, so I'm at my 4th delivery now. They're getting 6 pallets. The last Walmart before I head to that food land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's knock it on out. guys, so I'm about to be pulling up to my last delivery, the Foodland grocery store. About 20 minutes outside of the town, so it's like a little country area. Now on this one, you got to do like a go in. They got gravel, so you got to hit like a U-turn, and then it's pretty much like a alley dock, a 90, which you would practice and perform in CDL school and test out. That's on your test in CDL school. So, but you also got to avoid. They have a small car dealership to the right of my truck, which you'll see in just a second. So you got to avoid those cars there, because ain't nobody trying to hit no cars. Can't afford to buy somebody's car, man. But here we are here. Get ready to turn in. Sometimes there'll be like a chip truck, so I got back in between the chip truck and the dock, and I was right, they're here, so that's good. I like the challenge. All right, just gonna turn in. See the little car, they don't have that many cars out here today, but they got that long trailer that's always in the way. That's been there for a few months. Surprised nobody's bought it yet. But here we are. Get as close as I can to this car, and then I'm gonna hit this U-turn. See, now we'll sometimes I'll get out and look here just to be on the safe side, but we're gonna work it in. Go ahead and cut my wheel to the right. That way I can turn my trailer. Main thing is not hitting that long trailer back there, because everything looks closer in your mirror. And we're good there. Cut the wheel harder to the right now. Kind of work it in there. Now I'm bringing it back left. Still making sure I got enough room. Yeah, we should be good. Once we get around that building, I'll cut the wheel back to the right. We're gonna pull up just a tad. I could have whipped it in there, but I don't take any chances, man. Well, I take chances. Don't be too prideful, you know. Avoid any accident you can, so don't put nothing on your record. I see that truck behind me. Now I'm gonna start bringing it to the left. Cut it to the right, back to the left. There's AC units, building. Bring it to the left. I love back in here, man. It's always a challenge because you got to worry about that truck, the AC units, and the building, and the ramp, because there's a ramp on that left side. Easy work, man. So you got the building, stairs, AC unit, chip truck. I love back in here, man. Then the car lot over there. Alrighty. Got last 6 pallets going off here. The lady was saying she don't know how I made that back without hitting that truck. And she's never seen someone bend a trailer that fast. That's pretty cool. That's funny. At least they're all one, these 6-packs are all one flavor. That'd be easy to check in. All right, guys, last one. Just put them over here, nice and neat. I'll take these empties back with me today. Got enough room for 3 more. All right. Put these last empties in the trailer and we are done. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. So not too bad today. Look at that. Awesome day, man. Easy day. So these are all credits here and here. Those are out of dates or damaged product. We call that credits. And then these are empty pallets and crates. So we always bring that back to the warehouse. That way we can reuse it at another day. So. All right, guys, so I'm done with all my deliveries. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to show you guys a pre-trip, a proper pre-trip. This is how they want it done on the CDL exam. They want you to know the right parts. You're looking for the right things at those parts, you know what I mean? But anyway, so in the state of Alabama, they generate what part of the pre-trip you'll do on your exam. There's 4 parts of the pre-trip. Everyone in the state of Alabama has to do the in-cab, which is what I'm in. And then it'll pull one of the other parts on the exam. So we'll start with the first part of the exam, which is underneath the hood, and let you guys see that. I'll try to make it a short version of it. So when you first start the exam, you have to start at the front of the tractor. You would make sure the tractor's not leaning to one side. That indicates a flat tire or a broken suspension system. You make sure there's no cracks or dents or chips on the windshield. You'll check your weather strip around the windshield, make sure it's not dry rotted, split, or cracked. Then you'll check your marker clearance lights, make sure they're amber in color, make sure they're not cracked, chipped, or broken. And then you'll obviously check your license plate, make sure it's secure, it's not missing any hardware, and it's the proper date. And then you'll check the grill, make sure it's not loose, make sure it's not missing any hardware, it's not bent or twisted. Then you'll check your headlights, headlight assembly, make sure it's not chipped, cracked. Make sure the high beam, low beam works, and the multi-function light. This is a multi-function light. You see how it's kind of got that mesh material, and make sure it's amber in color. Then you'll want to check your hood mirrors, make sure it's not missing hardware, it's not broken, the mirror is nice and clean and visible. Same thing, make sure it's not missing any hardware, it's nice and clean and visible. Then you'll check this multi-function light. This is your turn signal, 4-way flasher. Sorry, I almost had a burp. Turn signal, 4-way flasher, and running light, but make sure it's amber in color, it's not missing any hardware, it's not chipped, cracked, or damaged. Then you would do the same thing on this side, obviously. So I'm on the passenger side of the tractor now. This is your alternator. You want to check that belt, make sure it's not split, dry rotted, or cracked. It's got at least, I think it's 4 30-seconds of pull. It could be 2 30-seconds or 4 30-seconds. I have to double check, I'll post it. Make sure that's working. Make sure it's not broken. This is your exhaust. Intake goes here. All this is your exhaust. You want to make sure it's not leaking, it's not bent, twisted, no cracks, and that runs all the way down. We'll check that in a second. But all your hoses and clamps, make sure they're nice and secure. It's not missing any hardware, it's not dry rotted, split, or cracked. If you see any electrical wiring, make sure it's not illegal fixed, which means like electrical tape. But yeah, then you'll check your windshield washer fluid. Make sure you have the proper, make sure the cap is nice secure. You would take the cap off, make sure there's no debris on the test. And then you'll look at the bottom, which I'll show you where that's at right here. You gotta make sure it has enough fluid to get you through your shift. Check those hoses and everything around it. This is your particular filter right here. Make sure it's not bent, twisted, or cracked, anything like that. This is your longitudinal frame. You make sure it's not bent, twisted. This is what keeps your tractor from keeps it like in a straight line. That's a cross member here, but that way it's not shifting. Make sure I covered everything. I'm trying to hurry. All right, on your driver's side, you'll check your windshield washer reservoir. Make sure you got enough fluid in there to get through your day. Obviously, this is the oil. You would remove that, wipe it clean, put it back in, take it back out. But you just gotta add some more in there. And then this is the water separator. You can actually, this is why they call it the water separator. You're supposed to drain that after every shift, but make sure it's not bent, twisted, or cracked. The hoses are not dry rotted, split, or damaged. Here's the water pump here. Make sure it's not bent, twisted, or cracked. It is belt driven. You have to say that on the exam. You see the belt. You would test it just like you check the alternator belt. Then this is the power steering fluid. You make sure it has enough fluid to get you through the day. I also remove the cap. Make sure that there's no debris in there. Make sure it's not bent, twisted, or cracked. Clamp and hoses. Check, make sure the hardware's there. Make sure the hoses aren't dry rotted, split, or damaged. All right, so then this is the steer shaft column. Make sure it moves in correlation to the way you're turning it. Make sure it's not bent, twisted, or cracked. Make sure the hardware's there. Has a rubber garment in there to protect that metal friction. So metal on metal makes it run hot and it can cause damage. So make sure that rubber bushing is there, which it is. Here's your gearbox. Checking for any damage. Hose, clamp looks good. It's your pitman arm. It's got the rubber bushing present. It's not bent, twisted, or cracked. Now here is a clevis pin. This is connected to the drag link by a clevis pin and a Carter key. That's the clevis pin. Make sure that's present. Make sure it's not bent, twisted, or cracked. So that's kind of the rundown on the pre-trip. Next video or next time I feel like doing it, I'll do the suspension system, which is the pitman arm, drag link, upper and lower control arms, that sort of thing. And then we'll move on to the braking system and the tire system. So we'll do that in another video. I don't want to make it too long and bore you guys out on that because it is a lot of information. I was kind of doing it fast. But yeah, this is the best feeling right here, man. Unhooking the trailer. I'll get that one off. Also, we're all done, man. All right, guys, so thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Comment any ideas you want me to go over in the video. Also, if you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll make sure I answer them, and I'll see you guys soon.